So Section 70302 of Trump's big, beautiful bill is getting a ton of attention on this app. This is a provision of the legislation that is rather shocking when you unpack it. I checked and went and read it for myself in the bill, and it is as people are describing it on TikTok, which is basically that it blocks judges and courts from enforcing contempt citations against the government for not following court orders. In other words, the judiciary issues a ruling. If you don't follow the ruling, then you are in contempt of court. But if you can't hold somebody in contempt of court, there's actually no reason for you to have to follow the ruling. So what this would mean is that judges could issue an order and it wouldn't actually matter to the federal government. And so people are panicking about this piece of legislation being tucked into this bill. So I asked a Senate Democrat if they had noticed that TikTok is really up in arms about this and what they're going to do about it. And he said, yes, actually, that they have noticed that they're following it and that their understanding so far is that this will not comply with what's known as the Byrd Rule. In other words, in order to get something through the Senate under just a 50 vote rule rather than a 60 votes, which is what you need to overcome a filibuster, you have to use this process called reconciliation, and everything has to comply with what's known as a Byrd Rule. The parliamentarian puts legislation through what they actually call a bird bath. So Democrats think that this will not survive a bird bath. But Republicans could just overrule the parliamentarian. The parliamentarian just gives advice. And if there are 50 Republicans who want to push back against the parliamentarian, you could have them just say, all right, we don't care what the Byrd Rule is. This is Republicans' rule. We do what we want. Now, it may be that Republicans don't actually want to do this, that once it gets to the Senate, they would like to have the parliamentarian pull it out. I don't know. But the upshot is this is a real thing. This section 70302, which TikTok has really identified and made go viral, it has gotten the attention of people in the Senate, and it's now a live fight. And this could be decided in the next couple of weeks.